Good evening, everyone. Hello, Paula. I want to welcome all of you in to The Housemaid by Frieda McFadden. And we are on chapter 11. But first, we're going to say our prayer for tonight. And tonight's prayer is, in all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. How awesome is that prayer? Proverbs 3:6. Now I'm going to take a quick drink and we will get into chapter 11. The Housemaid, chapter 11. Millie, Nina's voice sounded frantic on the other line. I need you to pick up Cecilia from school. I've got a pile of laundry balanced in my arms. My cell phone is between my shoulder and my ear. I always pick up immediately when Nina calls. Excuse me. No matter what I'm doing, because if I don't, she will call over and over and over until I do. Sure, no problem, I say. Oh, thank you, Nina gushes. You're such a dear. Just grab her from the Winter Academy at 2:45. You're the best, Millie. Before I can ask any other questions, like where am I supposed to meet Cecilia, or the address of the Winter Academy, Nina has hung up. As I remove the phone wedged under my ear, I feel a jolt of panic when I see the time. I've got less than 15 minutes to figure out where this school is and retrieve my employer's daughter. Laundry is going to have to wait. I type the name of the school into Google. As I sprint down the stairs, nothing comes up. The closest school by that name is in Wisconsin, and even though Nina makes some odd requests, I doubt she expects me to pick her daughter up in Wisconsin in less than 15 minutes. I call Nina back, but naturally she doesn't pick up. Neither does Andy when I try him. Great. While I pace across the kitchen trying to figure out what to do next, I notice a piece of paper stuck to the refrigerator with a magnet. It's a school holiday schedule from the Windsor Academy. She said Winter. Winter Academy. I'm sure of it. Didn't she? I don't have time to wonder if Nina told me the wrong name or if she doesn't know the name of the school her daughter attends, where she is also vice president of the PTA. Thankfully, there's an address on the flyer, so I know exactly where to go, and I've got 10 minutes to get there. The Winchesters live in a town that boasts some of the best public schools in the country, but Cecilia goes to a private school because, of course, she does. The Windsor Academy is a huge, elegant structure with lots of ivory columns, dark brown bricks, and ivy running along the walls that makes me feel like I'm picking Cecilia up at Hogwarts or something unreal like that. One other thing, I wish Nina had warned me about the parking situation at pickup time. It is an absolute nightmare. I have to drive around for several minutes searching for a spot, and I finally squeeze in between a Mercedes and a Rolls Royce. I'm scared somebody might tow my dented Nissan just on principle. Given how little time I had to get to the school, I'm huffing and puffing as I sprint to the entrance. And naturally, there are 5 separate entrances. Which one will Cecilia be coming out of? There's no indication where I should go. I try calling Nina again, but once more the call goes to voicemail. Where is she? It's none of my business, but the woman doesn't have a job, and I do all the chores. What could she be doing with herself? After questioning several irritable parents, I ascertain that Cecilia will be coming out of the very last entrance on the right side of the school. But just because I'm determined not to screw this up, I approach 2 immaculately dressed women chatting by the door, and I ask, "Is this the exit for the 4th grades?" "Oh, yes, it is." The thinner of the 2 women, a brunette with the most perfectly shaped eyebrows I've ever seen, looks me up and down. "Who are you looking for?" I squirm under her gaze. "Cecilia Winchester?" The 2 women exchange knowing looks. "You must be the new maid Nina hired," the shorter woman, a redhead, says. "Housekeeper," I correct her, although I don't know why. Nina can call me whatever she wants. The brunette snickers at my comment and doesn't say anything about it. "So how is it so far working there?" "She's digging for dirt." "Good luck with that. I'm not going to give her any. It's great." The woman exchanged looks again. "So Nina isn't driving you crazy?" the redhead asked. "Why, what do you mean?" I say carefully. I don't want to gossip with these harpies, but at the same time, I'm curious about Nina. "Well, Nina is just a bit high-strung," the brunette said. "Nina is nuts," the redhead pipes up. "Literally." I suck in my breath. "What?" The brunette elbows the redhead hard enough to make her gasp. "Oh, nothing. She's just joking around." At that moment, the doors to the school swing open and children pour out. If there was any chance of getting any more information out of these 2 women, the chance is gone as they both move in the direction of their own 4th graders. But I can't stop thinking about what they said. I spot Cecilia's pale blonde hair near the entrance. Even though most of the other kids are wearing jeans and t-shirts, she's wearing another lacy dress. This one a pale sea green. She sticks out like a sore thumb. I have a problem keeping her in my sight as I move towards her. "Cecilia!" I wave my arm frantically as I get closer. "I'm here to pick you up." Cecile looks at me like she would much rather get into the back of the van of some bearded homeless man than go home with me. She shakes her head and turns away from me. "Cecilia," I say more sharply. "Come on, your mom said I should pick you up." She turns back to look at me, and her eyes say what she thinks. I'm a moron. No, she didn't. Sophia's mother is picking me up and taking me to karate. Before I can protest, a woman in her 40s, wearing yoga pants and a pullover, comes over and rests her hand on Cecilia's shoulder. "Ready for karate, girls?" I blink at the woman. She does not appear to be a kidnapper, but there's obviously some misunderstanding. Nina called me and told me to pick up Cecilia. She was very clear about it. Well, except for the part where she told me the wrong school. But other than that, she was very clear. Excuse me, I say to the woman. I work for the Winchesters, and Nina asked me to pick up Cecile today. The woman arches an eyebrow and places a recently manicured hand on her hip. I don't think so. I pick up Cecile every single Wednesday and take the girls to karate. Nina didn't mention a change in plans. Maybe you got it wrong. I didn't, I say, but my voice wavers. The woman reaches into her Gucci purse and whips out her phone. Let's clear this up with Nina, shall we? I watch as the woman presses a button on her phone. She taps her long fingernails against her purse as she waits for Nina to pick. Hello, Nina, it's Rachel. Yes, well, there's a girl here saying you told her to pick up Cecilia, but I explained to her that I take Cecile to karate every Wednesday. Another long pause as the woman, Rachel nods. Right, that's exactly what I told her. I am glad I checked. Another pause. Rachel laughs. I know exactly what you mean. It's so hard to find somebody good. It's not hard to imagine Nina's end of the conversation. Well, Rachel said, just as I thought. Nina says you got it mixed up. So I'm going to go ahead and take Cecile to karate. And, excuse me, and then to put icing on the cake, Cecilia sticks her tongue out at me. But on the plus side, I don't have to drive home with her. I take out my own phone, checking for a message from Nina, retracting her request that I pick up Cecile. There's nothing. I shoot off a text to her. A woman named Rachel just spoke with you and said you asked her to bring Cecilia to karate. So I'll go home then. Nina's reply comes a second later. Yes, why on earth did you think I wanted you to pick up Cecilia? Because you asked me to. My jaw twitches and I can't let it get to me. This is just how Nina is. There are plenty of good things about working for her, or with her. Ha! She's just a little flighty, a little eccentric. Nina is nuts, literally. I can't help but think back to what the nosy redhead said to me. What did she mean by that? Is Nina more than just an eccentric and demanding boss? Is there something else going on with her? Maybe it's better if I didn't know. Chapter 12. Even though I had resigned myself to minding my own business about Nina's mental health, I couldn't help but wonder. I work for this woman. I live with this woman. And there's something else strange about Nina. Like this morning, as I'm cleaning the master bedroom, I can't help but think nobody with good mental health could leave the bathroom in this sort of disorder. The towels on the floor, toothpaste hugging the basin of the sink. I know depression can sometimes make people unmotivated to clean up, but Nina motivates herself enough to get out and about every day, wherever she goes. The worst thing was finding the used tampon on the floor a few days ago. A used tampon. I wanted to throw up. While I'm scrubbing the toothpaste and the globs of makeup adhered to the sink, my eyes stray to the medicine cabinet. If Nina's actually nuts, she's probably on medication, right? But I can't look in the medicine cabinet. That would be a massive violation. But then again, it's not like anyone would know if I took a look, just a quick look. I look out at the bedroom. Nobody is there. I peek around the corner just to make absolutely sure. I'm alone. I go back into the bathroom, and after a moment of hesitation, I nudge the medicine cabinet open. Wow, there are a lot of medications in here. I pick up one of the orange pill bottles. The name on it is Nina Winchester. I read off the name of the medication. Haloperidol, whatever that is. I start to pick up the second pill bottle when a voice floats down the hallway. Millie, are you in there? Oh no. I hastily stuff the bottle back in the cabinet and slam it shut. My heart is racing and a cold sweat breaks out on my palms. I plaster a smile on my face just in time for Nina to burst into the bedroom wearing a white sleeveless blouse and white jeans. She stops short when she sees me in the bathroom. What are you doing? She asked. I'm cleaning the bathroom. I'm not looking at your medications, that's for sure. Nina squints at me, and for a moment, I'm certain she's going to accuse me of going through the medicine cabinet, and I'm a horrible liar, so she'll almost certainly know the truth. But then her eyes fall on the sink. How do you clean the sink? She asked. I lift the spray bottle in my hand. I use this sink cleaner. Is it organic? I look at the bottle I picked up at the grocery store. No, it isn't. Nina's face falls. I really prefer organic cleaning products, Millie. They don't have as many chemicals. You know what I mean. Right. I don't say what I'm thinking, which I can't believe a woman who is taking this many medications is concerned about a few chemicals in a cleaning product. I mean, yes, it's in her sink, but she's not ingesting it. It's not going to get into her bloodstream. I just feel like she frowns. You aren't doing a good job getting the sink clean. Can I watch how you're doing it? I'd like to see what you're doing wrong. She wants to watch me clean her sink. Okay. I spray more of the product in her sink and scrub at the porcelain until the toothpaste residue vanishes. I glance over at Nina, who is nodding thoughtfully. That's fine, she said. I guess the real question is, how are you cleaning the sink when I'm not watching you? The same? I highly doubt that. She rolls her eyes. Anyway, I don't have time to supervise your cleaning all day. Try to make sure you do a thorough job next time. Right, I mutter. Okay, I will. Nina wanders out of the bedroom to go into the spa or luncheon with her friends or whatever the hell she does because she doesn't have a job. I look back at the sink, which is now spotless. I get sized up by irrepressible urge to dunk her toothbrush in the toilet. I don't dunk her toothbrush in the toilet, but I do take out my phone and punch in the word hyper, oh, I can't even pronounce it, y'all. Several hits fill the screen. Is an antipsychotic medication used to treat schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, delirium, agitation, acute psychosis. And that's just one of at least a dozen pill bottles. Oh, brother, what else is in there? Part of me is burning with shame that I looked it up in the first place. And part of me is scared. as to what else I might find. And that takes us to chapter 13. Oh my, y'all. Finding that medication alone is scary enough. If I was this girl, I would definitely get out of Dodge. I just think after finding that I would find a new job, a new resident job, anything to get out of that. Well, it is going to be an exciting next Wednesday, y'all. And I hope to see you right back here, 9 p.m., for another chapter or two. Till then, God bless, and have a good night, everyone.